So we're gonna go over the movements that Arena and me kind of showed you that we're gonna kind of treat like a HIIT exercise. We're gonna start with some kettlebell swings. If you still just have the dumbbell, you can still pull it off with a hold like this, kind of like a low hold. And then I would focus on getting both feet in the ground. And then what I want is kind of soft knees, and I want my hips to push back as I come through and then bring my hips up. So from the front, kind of soft knees, feet are in the floor. I'm gonna reach my hips back, dumbbell goes back, and then from there, pushing my hips back forward to swing the dumbbell like this. I would aim for about 90 degrees height with the shoulders, and I would just do all these for time. We can kind of talk about that at the end. The next move, we did a reverse lunge. You could either do this unweighted or with the weight. You could hold it kind of like this, similar to like a goblet squat. From the side, now I'll be starting even. I'm gonna again kind of soften my knees and just kind of get ready to move. I'm gonna reach one leg back, drop, straight up. And for this, opposite of the kettlebell swing, we want to think about dropping straight down. So I reach back, straight down, back up. If you want, you can start changing side to side as you go. Again, that's something you could kind of progress yourself with. And again, I would just do time for that, maybe 30-second like rounds of every exercise. The push-up row, or the renegade row kind of thing that we were doing. So I came down, and I was in my push-up position. We can go from our knees or from our feet. And I can do my push-up, and then I'm gonna pull one side back like that. So do my push-up, one side back. Now we just focus on making sure your hands are in the ground, nice and easy. You're kind of dropping in. If you're dropping so far that you're kind of losing your hand contacts, maybe just limit the range of motion a little bit. And then on the row, we're trying to drive the elbow up towards the ceiling. I also think a good move for you could be some push-ups with the elbow, or with the dumbbell drag. So push-up, drag, dumbbell. Push-up, drag, dumbbell over to the side, and you'll introduce some rotation by doing that. He also has mountain climbers. So mountain climbers from the side. If I kind of started in a push-up position and I'm driving the elbow or the knees up towards my arms, in that position you should feel a lot of abs with that. And then again, some cardio. And then the final two things I believe are what me and you worked on. So we talked about doing some low step-ups. I'm going to use the bench just because that's what I have. Obviously, you do not have to go this high, but we can, again, focus on the foot being in the ground and translate the knee a little bit forward. I'm pushing into the ground to lift myself up. Opposite knee, opposite elbow if you want to go into that progression, like so. Again, you can start very low, get used to the movement as you're actually leaving and only going onto one foot, and then raise the elevation as it makes sense. And then we talked about kind of some fake cleans. So you could take the dumbbell, and I'm gonna go into my clean, drop into a squat. Like this. As you get really comfortable, you can even actually catch the weight. Doesn't have to be a deep squat, but we'll be really good at training kind of some force absorption. And then again, getting kind of some cardio and some legs working on that. So we'll do all those exercises. Again, you can either do it based on time, so like 30-second intervals, more like an actual HIIT class, or we can do it based on reps. I would probably stick with just time for now because it'll be easy to track as you progress and kind of, again, get that cardio aspect with it.